Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And Cook has it left side. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
7:34. All right, get set, fellas.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to launch this thing way down. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Throwing now is Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Let's go. Hey, down.
On 1st down, Keenum buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsay. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They will go for it. It's Keenum. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Oakland Raiders set to go again here on offense, but while they do that, let's talk about the defense. We've discussed Khalil Mack, and he's not there anymore, so who's the leader now? Is it that Mike linebacker, Derek Johnson?
I think so. Coming over from Kansas City, he was a guy who gave open fits over the years when he was with the Chiefs. John Gruden coveted him to come run his defense. He will have to rally this team now with Khalil Mack no longer being there. So they're going to have to pull it together and as a group play excellent defense in order to help out their offense.
Here we go. Down. You're wide at 8. Get set. Go.
They'll run with Lynch. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Now Mike Nugent for the extra point. Nugent hits the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go, let's go. Jam, jam. Hey, we're good, we're good. 22, 22, right.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. He'll rifle this one deep right and got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
52, here we go. Hey, jam, jam, jam. Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Roger, roger, roger.
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Finds Jake Butt over the middle. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jake Butt, 37 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. So out come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Roger, roger, roger. No, roger, roger. Look, hot. Right, 20. Let's go, roger.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Check. 53.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Let's go, let's go. Jam, jam.
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A Bronco first down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. On second down, here's Keenum. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
3rd and 2. Keenum got a man. He finds Sanders. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Keenum on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. On the return, it's McKenzie. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, go, Roger.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. On first down, it's Keenum. Thomas has got it, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 3 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point coming now for Nugent. Nugent tacking on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Freeman. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, that's Freeman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Let's go. Hey,
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Take Carradine. Able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Keenum now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Keenum. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jake Butt, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The pitch out to Lynch, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Carr to throw. Looking deep for LaFell. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Take 2.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Keenum. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Give him 30 yards there. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left.